Thank you, Rachel. Barbadians from all walks of life today said their final farewell to former Communications and Public Affairs Officer of the Barbados Police Service, Inspector Rodney Inniss. They gathered for his funeral at the Wildey Gymnasium and the Bushy Park Cemetery. Anesta Henry attended and shares more details.
One last time. The lights and cameras were on former Communications and Public Affairs Officer of the Barbados Police Service, Inspector 664 Rodney Inniss. His was the voice of calm reassurance and empathy where necessary when the service needed to communicate with the public. The hundreds gathered for the military service were also told Inspector Inniss served with a passion and sense of pride and dignity at different levels of the force during his remarkable 32-year career. Assistant Commissioner of Police Antonio Ford says Inspector Inniss made a major contribution to the service and will be remembered as a warm, loving, and simply decent stalwart of a man.
A professional and loyal police officer, a son, a father, a brother, a nephew, an uncle, a family man, a friend, but lastly, a hero.
His sister Natalie Pierce says while her brother accomplished much during his career as a police officer, he saw his two daughters, Marissa Inniss and Gabrielle Allen, as his proudest achievements.
Rodney's character made him absolutely suitable for his job. His own personal life experiences blended to produce a man who lived a purposeful life. His mantra, "Do something good for somebody today."
Inspector Inniss also had a love for dominoes and was committed to pushing the game locally, regionally, and internationally. As a result of his efforts, Barbados will be the first English-speaking Caribbean country to host the FIMONDO World Championships for dominoes this year. Marketing and Communications Officer for the Domino Group Bajan Travelers, Eric Lewis, says Inspector Inniss always represented his country with pride while on overseas tours.
Rodney was a leader, a born leader, a man blessed with skills. You know, when we are on tour and anything happens, the first thing we say is, find Rodney. Because we know, or we knew, that Rodney would get it handled. Before we leave a destination, the hotel, to go to a venue to play, Rodney would always assemble everyone and he would say a word of prayer.
Inspector Inniss, who died at his Casuarina St. Philip home on February 1st, was laid to rest at the Bushy Park Cemetery, where a gun salute signaled his final send-off. Anesta Henry, CBC News.